Welcome to the award-winning Champions Mojo, hosted by two world record-holding athletes and health, life, and leadership coaches. And now, just the takeaways from your hosts, Kelly Pallas and Maria Parker.
Well, Maria, Nordine Zouareg, two-time Mr. Universe author, but what a philosopher. And I just, there was so much there. We kind of have gone to doing one takeaway for time, but I've got to do two, and I think you have two as well, because there was just so much. The first one that I really connected to, obviously, is when one has anxiety, you're doing something that is, you're Mr. Googling things instead of really like following your passion. So you can get off your anxiety if you will just follow your passion. And how does one find that passion is my second thing, which is I loved it, was do more of what you love, less of what you tolerate, and none of what you hate. So it was really phenomenal for me. How about you?
Yeah, I loved it too. And I thought, it's interesting. His description of anxiety was so accurate and so perfect. And I know it really resonated with you. And I have seen, you may not have spoken it, but I've seen you use his techniques to deal with your anxieties in terms of finding your passion and pursuing your passion. But so I thought, I love that. I just want to say that his desire to help people, because he has been given so much, just, it was just so beautiful. And he said many things that really resonated with me. Sometimes I was just speechless. But one of the things that I liked early in the conversation was this concept of an anchor, which I have used and I coach, but he described it so beautifully with the Russian doing the Iron Cross and seeing the picture, and that picture was indelibly ingrained in his mind, and he was programmed to walk or to go in that direction. So I think having a strong, for him, visual, for me, it might be visual, or it might even be, smells or whatever, to have a strong anchor as you go towards your goals is so important. I'm going to use that more with myself and with my clients. And then the second thing that I just loved, and this is true too, that at the base of every mountain that you want to climb, there's somebody there willing to help you. There's a mentor. And that has been my experience as well. Sometimes I'm afraid, like he was, but usually, there's somebody there who's going to help me. You have been that in my life a lot. And then many other people have come in and said, oh yeah, you can do this, and here's how you do it. And here I want to give you a leg up and help you. So I thought it was an incredible interview. Be sure to listen to the whole thing.
Oh yeah, Maria. And I could see you being speechless during a lot of there were more silences in that show, because I think both of us were like, okay, we don't want to interrupt him. We want to really hear what he's saying. Right. And it was wonderful. And Maria, you've been the person at the bottom of many of my mountains. Yeah. One of the ones was, I had no idea how I was going to get through breast cancer surgery, even to the point was, remember when I was talking about not even doing it? I was like, no, I'm not going to get the lump out. It's like, no, I'm not going to get cancer out of my body because I'm afraid of surgery. And you're like, I'm getting my butt down there. You drove 14 hours and you were at the house the next day. You're like, you're going into surgery. And you held my hand, and you were that person at the bottom of the mountain, Maria, and I just love you so much.
I love you too. I love you too. And I think, when you, and life has been good to us too, both of us. And this desire to help people. And it's just a reminder that to be that person for as many people as I can. I love the way he described that. I'm not even sure that made the recording, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Love you, baby.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Champions Mojo podcast with host Kelly Pallas and Maria Parker. Champions Mojo is produced by Cabra Media, and a new episode debuts every Tuesday. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Follow Champions Mojo on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook @Champions Mojo.